Let's see about the deep learning. What is deep learning? We'll see the simple explanation what available in the Google. Deep learning, a type of machine learning based on artificial neural network in which multiple layer of processing are used to extract progressively higher level feature from data. It's a machine learning technique that teach computer to do what comes naturally to human, learn by example. So deep learning is like a subset in the machine learning. It will we will train some modules with future research and the example. Based on the module we train, it will the machines will be work. It's same like when the newborn baby will come, we will train the baby how to do any activities which is good and which is bad. Based on that, the baby will grow and do the action. The same like that, we will train the module and make the system to work accordingly. It will learn and do the action based on the previous experiment. So this is the deep learning. Let us see about the origin and the basis of deep learning. Deep learning is an ANN, artificial neural network. We will use the artificial neural network in the deep learning. It's like input layer, hidden layer and output layer. We will send some input actions, then the hidden layer it connected with the convolutional neural network. It will do the action based on we trained, then it will give the result in the output layer. For example, when we send some pictures like dog or cat, the input layer and the model we train, it will predict and give the result as with the percentage. Okay, this is the image, the object in the image is cat or dog. Okay, so we use artificial neural network. It will use for the classification and regression. Classification, it will the binary output like 0 and 1 like dog or cat. Regression is like a continuous value output. CNN, convolution neural network. Here convolution neural network, what we said, the input layer, output layer, input layer, hidden layer and output layer. What the value we send in the input layer, it will do the prediction based on the connected neural network and send the and the output will be seen in the output layer using sigmoid or binary algorithm. Okay, we will use image and video frame to find the image based on the classification or object detection, object segmentation. This process will use RCNN, mask RCNN, detector from Facebook, too much TensorFlow. These are all the algorithm we will use in the CNN. RNN is a recurrent neural network. We'll use NLP and time series. The TensorFlow is now very popular, provided by the Google to train the module. So why nowadays all are using deep learning than the machine learning and the computer vision? This all are comes under the deep learning. Why deep learning is become very popular? In 2014 to 2004 to 2005, this range of time, the Orkut, this all LinkedIn, then in the Instagram, WhatsApp, this all are come one by one. That time they have more data, so they need to use the data properly. That time they try to use the big data, then Hadoop. Then by the time using that, they like to improve their product to find the to improve the product and give the better product for the customer. For that, for example, if you take the Netflix, they, if you see one movie, they will recommend other movie based on the user interest. So these are all comes and work under the AI. Okay, so this need a huge data and also the hardware advancement. It need good GPU, all NVDA, so it need the good system processing to model will run and give the prediction correctly and very fast. So now the keyros we are using now, this all are wrapped into the TensorFlow for develop the modules. Now we can use TensorFlow, PyTorch, we use in the FB, Yola. These all are now become popular to develop the deep learning models. So it have the multi-layer neural network, single layer neural network. In the perceptron we can see the single layer neural network. As I said, this is the input layer, this is the hidden layer, this is the output layer. So here we will send something, cat or dog image, like then it will go to the hidden layer with some weight, then it will send the result in the output layer as cat or dog or any object with the percentage. Okay, it's like the human brain. What we see the image, it will go inside the human brain will do the activities and give the result. The same like that CNN will work. For example, same like we see here, we see and any image like x1 or x2, then it will initialize some weights and send. Then in the after initialize the weights, we will use the bias here to avoid the result will become a 0. We will use the bias, then then activate the weight, then it will give the result. Here we will use the sigmoid to classify what the output will come. So y cap equal to 1, like this. Based on the result, we will do the forward propagation and backward propagation. Once the loss will be more, then we will use the backward propagation. Then again one by one we will change the weight and create the do the based on the weight we will create another output. So these are the calculation it will loss, and here we will use loss function and cost function. Loss function will work based on record by record, the based on the weight and the result we get. The cost function is do the action by all the records. Okay, these are the things we see now. This is the example, is the input layer. The input layer, the base, it will activate based on the weight, then it will work based on the filters, then it will give the result when 2 into 1. This is a filter we will use 2 into 2 like this one. Then using the sigma we will give the output in the output layer. So this is what we discussed before: forward propagation and backward propagation. Forward propagation is send the input, then we will based on the weight and bias, this conversion unit will connected here, then we will get the output. This is the loss function. Once the loss function will predict based on the loss function result, we will do the backward. If it's more, then back to the and change the weight.